All right, smile, Miguel.
I am. I'm trying.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee with Carlson. Today is, I don't know what the date is. It's going to be April. Today's the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th.
Yes.
Today's the 5th. We can't even count because we're pre-recording this show. Come over here. We're still outside the camera.
Dang.
I'm joined today by my great friend here, Miquel Arceo. Welcome
Yes,
to the
sir.
show. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. I think the last time I was on here was in August.
What were we talking about? Economic development?
No, that was in July. August, I was here right after school started. And that's what we were talking
Oh,
about.
right. Talking about getting back to school.
Yeah,
And how's that been going?
It's been pretty good, actually. I think things are kind of starting to get back to normal, and thankfully, you hear less and less of kids getting quarantined. So we're kind of in the good spot right now.
Yeah, awesome. That's good. So today I wanted to have you on because last night you had a fantastic event over at Don Jose to kick off the Heartland Scholarship Fund. Tell us a little bit about it.
So the Heartland Scholarship Fund was started by it was one of my father's ideas to kind of start our own scholarship in a way that it would really push kids to go to either a college, traditional 4-year route, or even a trade school. Nowadays they're starting to become more and more important in today's society because electricians and plumbers are just as important as, doctors and lawyers. So we're really trying to push kids to go to college, and especially if they're in bad situations, really and they've actively shown over the past 4 years that they're really trying to get out of that situation, then we'll be there for them and benefit it.
Well, and a lot of times if you can help a kid, like you mentioned, trade schools, we had a show on this last year where we were talking to South Florida State College and local Highlands County School Board, where a lot of those kids can make a lot more money going through that process.
Oh, yeah.
So it's awesome that you opened it up for that because a lot of scholarships are traditional 4-year
Yeah.
route.
And I mean, a lot of people, we found that it was a good idea I think it just came up along the way that maybe we should open up to trade schools. And I found that a lot of people were really responding to that, like you said. And, we understand that there's kids that really do want to get a good job in society, but they're just not good with the traditional classroom, but they're really good on hands-on skills and welding and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd like to learn how to weld. How do I apply for a scholarship? Is there an age limit?
Unfortunately, there is.
That sounds like ageism discrimination. Maybe there's a never mind. Well, that's great. So what's the process now? You've set up the fund. You had a great fundraiser. How many people do you think you had last night?
I think we probably reached around 80 to 90 people. I know I had a few people that did tell me ahead of time that they had some prior commitments, and I had some people that they just swung by for a little bit and had to swing out because they had some meetings going on. But we had a pretty good turnout, all things considered, considering it's our first year. We just reaching out to the community.
And do you want to announce how much money you raised
Yes.
last night?
Last night, and it's the unofficial count. We have yet to collect all the donations. We are at $7,360.
Wow, that's awesome, man. I'll
Yes.
give you some applause there. That's fantastic.
We are extremely happy, and we just feel blessed to be able to be in a position where we can really organize a bunch of great people together and give back to the community.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So what's the plan now on moving forward with, we're going to have fundraiser every year to raise these
Yes.
funds, right? And then what's the plan to, are you going to take applications and figure out moving forward how you're going to give the money out to the kids?
Yeah, so right now we are in the process of having kids signed up. We've had applications out since February, actually, with the goal amount of $2,500, but we're going to be able to donate probably 2 scholarships at this point. And we just really plan on keeping it in the family because I'm the oldest cousin. So I'm going to pass it on after next year to my cousin Trinidad when I go off to college. And she's going to have it for a year, be able to learn the ropes and keep it growing. And then when she goes off to college, my cousin Gerardo is going to take over it. So we kind of have the opportunity to pass it down to each other and really learn from it while being able to teach the person after us how to do it.
Now, when you say, I just want to clarify for the audience out there, when you say pass it down through the family, you don't mean giving out the scholarships.
Oh, yes.
You mean helping control and coordinate
Yeah.
and doing the fundraiser.
Yeah,
The scholarships.
they get my position as director of the Heartland Scholarship, but yeah, none of it is going towards us. It's all just us wanting to do good for the community. So not a single dollar that was raised last night is going to go to our education.
Awesome. And what you're looking at right now is 2 scholarships of $2,500. that could do a lot. I mean, that's
Yeah.
probably a year's worth. I mean, I know that's a semester of school at a state 4-year state school,
Yeah.
so that could be maybe a year at South Florida State College for a
Oh
kid.
yeah, and we want it to be flexible. We don't want to. A lot of times you find scholarships, they send it straight to the college, and it's kind of hard to track down where that money went and having to deal with the office and stuff. So we want to make it pretty open to where they can use it for whatever they find they need. If they're running short on money to pay for their textbooks, then you can use that money to buy textbooks. As long as it's going directly to their education, then that's what we want.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's good because then it maybe helps from some kids that use student loan funding to go on holiday.
Yeah, definitely. And we're just hoping to let them use it for whatever they need.
Yeah, that's good. So the plan is to keep this rolling every year and let as you said, your younger cousins start working into the role of taking this over. That's fantastic. Keep it rolling, and you're going to have some sort of a board that's set up to help.
Yes, and because we're in our first year, we're kind of just starting from the ground up. But we are looking to really organize ourselves a lot better. Just continually improve on it, and somewhere probably within the next 2 or 3 years, formally set up a board. I'm currently in the process of setting up a selection committee for the scholarship, but really having a board that we can consult with, and that way they could really help out with the planning process.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I'm really excited about this whole project. We met a little over about a year ago. It was about this time
Yeah.
a year ago, and you continue to impress everyone out there. I'm looking forward to your college applications and where you go, and I'm looking forward to you coming back to town and spending more time with us in the future. Anything else you want to add to the program, to the audience?
Yeah, so I want to just let you guys know that the scholarship is kind of just the first step. I've been thinking of calling it just kind of our flagship scholarship. But we want to impact kids in more than one way. So one of the things I was talking about last night was starting a young men's support group. And Melissa Blackman suggested to me last night that I look at this book where each chapter is a lesson, and it's I think it's called The Guide to Being a Man, or Men's Guide to Being a Man.
Right.
And every chapter is meant to serve kids that don't have a father, or living in a rough situation. And it's lessons like how to tie a tie, how to change a tire, how to even ask a girl out on a date. So we kind of want to step in and use that book as kind of a curriculum of sorts to help those kids out who may not have the best family situation.
That's fantastic. That's great. I look forward to seeing more about that program.
Yeah.
I can tie ties. I'm not wearing one right now, but I do know how to do that.
No, and even for myself, I've been blessed to have such a great family and have a father who's been there for me to teach me how to tie a tie.
Shout out to your dad.
Yeah,
What's
shout
his
out to
name?
my dad, Rosendo Arceo. I've been blessed to have him, and I think he's sat down with me 3 or 4 times to teach me how to tie a tie, and it's still difficult for me. And I sit there and think, well, how difficult is it for someone who doesn't have a father to teach themselves how to do that?
Right. Especially if you can do it without looking.
That's so complicated. I just can't.
Or a bow tie. It took me a while to learn how to tie a bow tie, but now I can do it without looking.
I remember, I always think they should make those adult clip-on ties.
Right.
They should make adult
They
ties
do.
of
They
those.
do.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'll have to get some of those then.
No, always tie. Even if you wear a bow tie, which is super cool, always tie them. It's impressive, especially to the ladies.
Dang. I have to learn.
See, we're starting that process already.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I'm really excited that Miguel is growing and learning and getting involved and staying involved in this community. It's been so great to be part of the journey with you. It's awesome. I'm honored to have made friends with you. I look forward to everything that you do in the future, and look forward to next year's fundraiser and anything else I can do to help along the way.
And Jeff has just been such a great help. If you guys have listened to his financial advice, it really works, and he's been a great advisor throughout the whole process.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's humbling to be involved in projects like this that you can really help and do something good for the community. It's fantastic. All right, everybody. That was Coffee with Carlson. I hope you had a fantastic Easter celebrating the resurrection of Christ, and have a joyous week following that, and enjoy this cool weather. You can see we've got sweaters on today. It's cold out. And don't forget to have a nice warm cup of strangely warm coffee. And if you didn't make the fundraiser last night, you can still stop by Don Jose anytime you like and have a fantastic meal out on the deck.
Yep.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Thank you, Miguel. Have an awesome day.
Thanks.